Yeah, how's it going, everyone? This is Anonymous Messenger. So, for today's short story, let me take you back to a very good friend of mine, and he's almost like my brother, and he's a couple years older than I am, and I always looked up to him. I always thought that, he was a hardworking guy, which he is. Um, 3 years older than I am. So when I first started high school, he was graduating, and at the time he was working at a fast food place, and he started working at a warehouse, and that warehouse, uh, from 19 years old, uh, fast forward to up until last year, he was working in the warehouse, which he's now 29, and he turned 30. And the reason why I put do it now sometimes later becomes never is because you know having conversation with him, his current job, he works at night, um, in the maintenance department, and he still has hopes of going back to school. For the past 6 years, whenever he was at the warehouse, and now that he has a new job, um, his story has always been going back to school. But the hard thing is that now he's a family man, a couple kids, one on the way. Um, you know, work hard to be able to buy his first home, and he has to commute quite a bit, and in the back of his head, he's still trying to go back to school. But the later becomes never, because it's always something. Well, I'm not smart enough. I don't know if I can do college. I barely got through high school. That sense of not being confident, you know what I mean, and every day he goes to work, and every day we have a conversation about what steps are we going to be taking forward. But the crazy thing is that I find it that most of the time we're just having conversations and conversations, but nothing's getting done. Now, it's easy to say when you're in the other side of the coin, but is there anybody out there who finds themselves going to the same job for I'm talking about a long period of 3 to 5 years, and now they have family, and going back to school, and maybe somebody who's going through that. They do it now, meaning, if you're a high school student, you got things to focus on, academics, your A through G's. Maybe you're not going to go to a 4 year right after high school, but maybe you can go to a community college and go from there. And it doesn't mean that going back to school necessarily. You can apply this to different things in your life. Losing weight, I'll get into a different video about losing weight, and some of my personal experiences, but it's always the same. Yeah, I'll get to it. That's why I love the saying, do what you can do now instead of leaving it for tomorrow. If you can do it today, why do it tomorrow? Sometimes we just forget that life is very fragile, and we think that we're gonna have a tomorrow, but reality is we don't know that. Life changes in a little bit and very fast. So going with my friend, that he still planning to go back to community college and get a degree in either human services, and later on go into counseling. I'm always there to support him and be a positive support system. But we all know that I'm not going to be the one doing the work. It's going to be him and only him. So the do it now sometimes later becomes never. Remember that and apply it to the different things that you're going through. And again, I if you're listening to this, by accident in the car, you might be a parent, maybe they're parenting. There's so many different things we can apply this to in our daily lives. Is It's just a matter of actually putting one foot forward and then put the other, and actually, um, thinking and saying, all right, it's time. The later is now, because in reality, we're not promised tomorrow. So with my friend that's trying to go back to community college, I'll still be the support system. I'll still be rooting for him. But at the end, you out there hearing this and me telling him, it's only him. It's only him who's gonna be the one putting in the work. The same thing to you. If it's whatever, maybe a relationship with a peer at work, maybe a relationship with a family member, you know, let's be more positive, um, and start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. If you have some type of struggle with a parent, family members, we can hold grudges for a very long time. Don't let the time continue. Don't let the time pass by, because you just never know what's going to happen. Um, leave me a comment. Leave me a comment if there's something that you specifically, you listening to this, whether you're 15 or you're 30 or 50, tell me something that you have been leaving for later, and it hasn't come a reality yet. And maybe it's just a matter of time. Maybe you just needed to hear these words from an anonymous individual who, you know, personally is going through different stuff himself, and trying to do things now instead of the later. So comment down below, if there's something that you haven't done, whether it's to start your business, whether to be a better parent, whether to be a better son, to go back to school, to finish school, to, I don't know. Comment, and we can have this, a positive conversation happening. For now, just have a good day. Take care. Have a good night wherever you are. Just know there's always out here for you, and there's always somebody going through the same struggles as you. So do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. For now, Anonymous Messenger is out.